We got New Jersey in the house. We got New Jersey in the house.
No one says it like that.
Working alongside J. Cole. That's got to be insane.
He's an artist. Like, he came in and was like, yeah, nah, let's rock.
And they put in that CD or whatever it is. They're playing as youth.
It's wild. It's wild to know I'm forever ingrained in 2K history. That joint was one for the books.
Hey everyone, welcome back to How They Started. My name's Brandon, and thanks for joining. Every Tuesday, I'm dropping a new episode, so make sure you're subscribed. Today's guest is an actor and model born in New Jersey who currently lives in LA. From graduating with a degree in accounting to acting on the big screen and commercials, you may have seen him in All American Homecoming, Wu-Tang and American Saga, or used his character in NBA 2K23. This is a story of how he got started. Enjoy this episode with Jamad Mays. Right back into it. What's happening? How you doing?
Brother, man, I'm well, man. I really can't complain.
Yeah.
Again, honored to be here. You have a beautiful setup.
I appreciate it.
I'm glad to see it's getting off the ground, man. So seriously, it's an honor.
Of course. You're the second episode, so honor indeed. I'm glad to have you here, man. But right out the gate, we got New Jersey in the house. We got New Jersey in the house.
No one says it like that. Killing me.
You always repping the East Coast.
Always.
You always repping New York.
Always.
So I got to ask, the first question is going to be, what's your bagel order?
Bro, honestly, I'm super simple. One, I will say this real quick. When I'm from Teaneck, there's a place called Teaneck Hot Bagels on Teaneck Road. One of their top 40, I don't know where they rank exactly, top 40 in the country as far as bagels. So I'm just gonna get that out the way. Shout out to Teaneck. That's what we do. But bro, I'm super simple. Give me what is it? A whole wheat bagel. Give me some turkey bacon. I don't really do the pork too much. Turkey bacon, cheese, maybe some lettuce. Maybe lettuce.
Some lettuce.
No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. But some lettuce. I like the a little crunch. I like to clean it up a little bit.
All right.
I'm not a true bacon, egg, and cheese, but give me somewhere in there.
You threw me off totally because you've always at work and everything have always preached bacon, egg, and cheese. You haven't given me no other sandwich.
There's that. There's the chopped cheese in the city. There's all of that. But we all we got our own way.
Yeah.
And that's how I get down.
Okay.
Give me some lettuce here and there, not always, but yeah. That's my jam right there.
Yeah, I went the other day, not the other day, but when I last, I was there yesterday.
It seems that way. You went 4 times in 1 year.
Something like that.
Something like that. Also, staying in Midtown. I always tell this guy, do not stay in Midtown. Anything 14th and below, but it's okay.
I stayed in Chelsea.
And bro, stop.
I stayed in Chelsea a little bit. No, but I think I got a plain bagel, and I think I got a bacon, egg, and cheese. And it was good. It was simple. Yeah. But yeah, something light. It was delicious. It was scrumptious. On the city.
In the city. Did you get it with it usually comes out in a wrapped in aluminum foil.
Yeah.
You get all that?
I got it from Liberty Bagel.
Honestly, never been, bro.
No?
Never been.
Because you ain't from the East Coast like I am.
Bro. Honestly, we could cut the cameras right now. It's he about to really take me there, bro.
Okay.
I see the Yankee hat in the back. I don't know if you can cut to that, but slow down.
So let's talk about a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Projects you got going on right now. Mm-hmm. What's in the cooker? What's on the line? What do you got going? Yeah. I know I've heard Chase thrown around.
Chase, yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Of course.
Let's talk about that and the current things you got going right now.
Yeah. I shot Chase. There's a Chase commercial, a SAG National commercial I'm very thankful for. Prior to that, I did not book a commercial in 3 years.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Back in New York, I used to do a lot of commercials. So to see that number, I was like, oh, wow, this is interesting. But yeah, shot a Chase commercial. I forget exactly where we shot it. Somewhere south of on the way to Long Beach. I played a banker, one of their bankers in one of the spots. And in the commercial, I'm working with a young lady and her actor parents or parents in the spot. And like, there's a copy that they give us, like, hey, okay, hey, welcome to Chase. How may I help you, kind of thing. But like after that, they'll let you like improv a little bit and kind of find your footing and kind of just move around. So yeah, prior to that, I was reading a lot of financial books, personal finance books, and so I was able to like improv and like embellish and kind of run with that a lot more easily if I didn't read those books prior. But outside of that, I did another commercial for Visa, World Cup in Visa. Obviously, World Cup is here this year, so that was a really cool spot. There's some short films in the works on the early stages. Can't really speak too much on it, but really excited about the creatives behind it. Really excited about the type of role, and just to like get back into that lab, get back in that pocket of just storytelling. You know, being in front of camera as an actor on the theatrical side, just like really getting into it. So there's that. There's always in a class. You know, as an actor, it's like working out. You're just never too far away from a class. Like that's your job is to stay in class and always continue to evolve, always continue to grow and things like that. So classes, commercials, thankfully, short films, auditions, of course, hand modeling as well.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
We going to talk about it.
Listen, I don't know where this is about to go, bro.
So yeah, I showed you before. I got these going on right here. Now
he's done his research. Clearly.
On financing, you were saying you
Yeah.
were reading some financing books.
Yeah.
Were you reading that for the role, or were you doing that just because that's what you do
Just
from time?
what I mean, yeah, always, I love reading and gotten back into reading. But it was just something I was just like really interested in. Obviously, having a bachelor's degree in accounting, I've always been fascinated into numbers. Like the finances just all around, altogether. But yeah, it was something I wanted to just pick up on. I was like, I feel like there's ways that I can better diversify my money, my portfolio, things like that, spread my money out. So I was like, let me see if I can learn that without going to a financial advisor or, going to some guru that knows the thing. It's like, let me just learn it on my own kind of thing.
I love
and
that.
And it's one of those things where like, I feel like the more you kind of expand your mind and just what you do in your life, it kind of allows you to, not kind of, it definitely allows you to pour more into your work. Yeah, it's just like the more you work on yourself, physically, mentally, spiritually, all that good stuff, it sometimes roles will come up in that way, and it kind of like as a direct parallel, and you're able to pour into it a whole lot more. And I think that was one of those moments.
Agreed. And
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I'm a big believer in that, like trying to grow in every aspect of your life, whether it's finance, whether it's mindset, whether it's business, whether it's a podcast, everything. Like
100%.
diving into that. Now, taking it back a little, growing up in New Jersey, what was that like? What was growing up in New Jersey like?
Brother, man, it was great, man. My pride for Jersey is alive and well, and like has gotten even more so like stronger since moving out here. I was born in Newark, New Jersey, where a lot of my family still lives on my mom's side, and lived there for about 7 years of like the earlier years of my life, 6, 7 years, something like that. Now over there, it was tough. It was tough at times, like
This is Newark?
Newark, yeah, Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, Newark, New Jersey. There was, crime. There's drugs. There's drug usage. There's gangs. There's this and that. Now, granted, Newark is a very rich community. It's a strong Black community. It's not just all the crime and the things that hit the news. It's not all that. So there was moments, and there's a lot of just richness that comes from there. So let me say that. But so I lived there for about 6, 7 years, and then moved to Teaneck, New Jersey, where it wasn't that. There was not as much crime. There was not as much violence and things like that. Much more of a like nurturing community, melting pot, rubbing elbows with different backgrounds, different walks of life, things like that. And it exposed me to a lot at an early age. You know what I mean? Versus like again, Newark, you have one side of the spectrum, to where Teaneck, it kind of like gave me this duality, if I may, where I understand like the hood and things like that, and things that go on in that world, and also understand this as well. So I'm able to have these multiple conversations comfortably. So yeah, I think that's Jersey shaped me through and through.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't too much of this, and I ain't too much of that.
And through a lot of that, growing up in Jersey, you obviously spent a lot of time in New York as well.
Yeah.
Right? So with those streets and how they go and the hustling with getting to work and just how that city is, I love that city.
Yeah.
But what do you think that did for you, that hustle?
Brother, man, one, for my parents. My mom from Newark, my parents, my family, Newark side, and then my father, stepfather that is, but that's my father. He's from Harlem. Black Renaissance, Black culture, like strong Black like pride. So yeah, I think like, you know, having those two worlds, again, where I come from, where they come from, what they impart and like pour into our family, our nuclear family, as well as like the city, what I'm seeing and how I'm like moving and how I'm taking bits and pieces from there and becoming myself. Like, yeah, bro, 100%. Your hustle is maximized. Like you can't be in the city and be, you know, like sitting there just waiting for things to happen. Like, nah, you're kicking indoors, you're hitting that pavement, you're stomping on that pavement, you're inspired. It's like a certain energy. You know it. Like you know you've been out there 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but it's something that like you really can't like ignore. You know, I think it awakens again a hustle, a hunger, a grit to you. You know, from you. You know, yeah, that's just something I carry around with me no matter where I am.
I feel like it's definitely for people who are out there who maybe don't have the strongest work ethic. I feel like that's a city that does not allow you to be lazy.
Bro.
Like if you're lazy for 2 days, you might as well miss the whole year.
Miss the whole year. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, really, what are you doing? Now, granted, it's not all eat, sleep, hustle.
Yeah.
Like, it can feel that way, but it's, again, there's moments and there's places where you can, you know, there's stillness and there's groundedness and it's not so much of the chaos that happens in the city 24/7. But yeah, bro, what you doing, man? You see what's going on out here. You see me out here with carrying 3 bags of groceries, got a kid on my shoulder, like, you know, whatever, like pushing a stroller. Like, I'm not, but like, you know, living out there, the winters are rough. Winters are rough. Summers is hot, and it's. I feel like my accent's coming. Summers is hot.
It's getting there. It's electrifying.
I know. I'm trying to get back on my words.
Hey, you know where I can catch the E? The E train.
Bro, I'm serious, man. Yeah, bro. I take the city bike. Like mostly when I'm in the city, like I take the city bike throughout the city.
I usually take the local.
Bro, yeah, bro. You're going like 4 or 5 blocks and that's it.
I mean,
I'm like, yo, bro, go to Soho. I'm in Chelsea. Go to Soho.
You know, I'm gonna be a fight eye a little bit.
Fight eye. He's a West Sider. He's fight eye all the way up to Meatpacking, all the way up to Chelsea.
Every now,
Midtown, every upper West Side.
Every now and then I'll go see a show.
He's scared of the East Side, y'all.
No, okay. Upper East Side's nice.
I'm only messing with you.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Actually, you're not wrong. I do spend a lot of time on the West Side.
Bro, I know you do.
West Village.
I know.
Chelsea.
Forgot about West Village, yeah. And don't get me wrong, all hits.
Beautiful.
I used to... Beautiful. Bro, I used to live in... like a quick moment. I used to live on 48th and 10th, like Hell's Kitchen. And yeah, it was a cool place. West Side is cool, man. It worked for me just to get back in, like, to and from Jersey. But yeah, East Side's the best side, bro.
Yeah.
East Side's the best side, bro.
Okay, so growing up in New Jersey, I watched a podcast with you on, which was a hilarious podcast. Go ahead, shout it out. What is it? The podcast?
Hold on.
Maestro.
Surrounded by Idiots, if I'm correct.
There you go.
Surrounded by Idiots.
That's what it's
That's
called.
That's the Maestro.
It was a good episode.
That's right there,
but in that episode, he talked about you growing up. And this actually kind of caught me by surprise. But you said you played some football.
Come on.
Hold on. That's not the full story. He said, come on. Football, he played basketball. He went like this. He went, come on. Let's go, team. Let's go. Rebound. So he was the hype man. He said it himself. Hold on. He said it himself.
Maestro said that?
No, he said it himself. You.
Oh, I said I was
weren't that good. That caught me way by surprise.
Yeah, bro.
I thought you were like quarterback or you were. So what happened? Tell me the story on that.
Yeah, man. Played football from like Pop Warner, like Pee Wee. It's from when I was 9 years old to like high school. all the way through. And obviously basketball as well in the course of that. Had the love, huge love for football. Still do. I just don't think I had like the work ethic that took the talent or whatever raw talent that I had and really molded it to like really maybe, get some play time, start on varsity, whatever it may be, or, whatever. I don't think I, at that age, really knew how finite or not even finite, just how short of time period like you have this opportunity. I didn't seize it. But yeah, had the love for the game. Always, I still do love the game. I pick up, do flag football here and there, things like that. But as far as the work to get there, just to play, nah, it was something I really enjoyed, I think. But I will say this actually. I always tell myself this, that I always relate acting to football for me coming up. Because I feel like, again, I kind of played around a lot. I joked around a lot. I was chasing other things. Head wasn't really focused on that one thing. Number one was number one. It was like fourth on the damn priorities and things like that. I will not let that be with acting at all, period. So that same mentality that I've kind of grown and morphed into, where it's like eat, sleep, act. It's not exactly that black and white, but like number one is always going to be number one. I didn't come out to California. I didn't get my bachelor's degree to go elsewhere to pursue this just to play second fiddle or to let it fall short because I'm not applying the energy and tenacity to that goal. So, sorry, kind of got a little into it.
I love that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's really it, man. I reflected on it a lot as far as like my high school football career or moments with it. Will not let acting become that. Not that it was a failure or anything like that, but it's just like, I know how I can get if I kick my feet up a little bit.
Yeah,
I will not.
And you set your mind to it though.
100%.
No, because I mean, you enjoyed the sport, and what's crazy that you say that is my uncle's, or I guess it's my cousin. So my uncle's son goes to this school, and it's like a kindergarten through like high school, and I'm like, you're gonna be there for a minute, son.
A hot minute. Get to know your classmates.
Get used to it. Get used to this grass. It's gonna be the same one.
Damn.
So, but I hadn't been in like, I guess, a high school like that in a while. So when I was there and he was showing us all the different rooms, showed us the gym and the field and all this stuff, I was like, man, it's so crazy how fast that time flew and how many opportunities and everything was there when you were that young and how fast it goes. And it makes you kind of really think on everything else. And so that's, I think, a little of what I can agree with.
The time is flying. That's why I'm like, yo, hats off. Congrats, bro. It went from here to like, and here we are. Yeah. This looks great.
I appreciate it.
Hell of a job. Seriously, man.
So then from pivoting in school, so from doing sports and then growing up, shooting into college, that also caught me by surprise. And I didn't know about you. Getting a bachelor's degree in accounting.
Yeah.
What, out of everything you could have chosen, what pivoted you to accounting?
I think when in high school, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do as far as like, I was kind of, again, just like going through the motions a little bit. So I wasn't never really sure if it was like tech or if it was football or if it was, art, whatever it was. Art was never really a thought at all. But yeah, it was towards like in my senior year, I think I had like a business class, intro to business kind of thing. And, we went through like, what it would look like, the course and things like that. And I kind of like had a liking to it. And I was like, yeah, let's maybe explore this a little bit more. Yeah, that's kind of like how that happened. But it was really like, it was something I became good at in the course of it, but it was never something that like set me on fire, really I really wanted to get into. It's like
for accounting, for like finance and everything.
Yeah.
Really? So I mean, normally you're going to college, you're getting a degree. Normally, like, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to turn into a career. Were you more of like, this is just going to be beneficial for my future to know about numbers and money?
Yeah, yes, beneficial to my future, yes. And also, like, there's always a demand for an accountant. Like, for the most part, whether it be, you're on the tax side or, a corporate accountant, whatever it is, there's always a demand for it. But yeah, I was simply like, I think this is something I want to do. Oh, it is something I'm actually good at. for the most part, as far as, 'cause I never actually had an accounting job.
Okay.
I kid you not.
Okay. So you got the degree. Then what happened next?
Got the degree, and I started applying. I started applying for jobs, started interviewing as well. Some jobs in the city, and like corporate, some in like one in Jersey, and one like it's probably like my third interview. I got my suit tailored. got a bulky ass Banana Republic suit.
Hey, Banana Republic though, that's nice.
Banana Republic, but it was outlet.
Oh, all right. It was just the banana, not the Republic.
Hey, I mean that's like a weird flex.
Yeah.
It's not about that. Don't let the point of the story miss it. Don't miss the point of the story.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so I got my suit tailored. I had a leather briefcase. Got my resume printed out on like resume letter. It was serious business.
Yeah.
And I went to this interview, and before I actually got into the actual office where we were gonna have the interview, I feel like I beat this story over the head, like a few stories over the head. But this one, this interview, I would go in, and she's like, "Hey, you don't seem like an accountant. You shouldn't be here." And bro, I beat this story over the head. But yeah,
well, it's your story.
It is. But yeah, that was in the course of me flirting with acting. So while I was getting my undergrad in accounting, I lived so close to the city, I was taking acting courses in the city while I was like outside of my studies. So I was kind of like flirting with this a little bit, but also like, seeing this thing through. But yeah, once I graduated 2017, it was like, I kind of like this thing, acting that is. But like I put in a lot of time to get this degree. Give me a sign. Like, God, give me a sign. And the lady was like, "Hey, you're not an accountant. You shouldn't be here." And I, of course, went home and harped on it a little bit. And I was like, no, she's actually right. I think I have a lot more, I feel a lot more inclined and a lot more excited leaning towards going this route versus like the safer route.
So then from there, I mean, that's wild. First of all, that was the comment that was made. But I mean, how I look at a lot of things in life, even with this whole shoulder thing, is I look at it as things happen for you and not to you. And it's not it's from not having the victim mentality of being like, why does everything happen to me? Why this? Why that? Because then you start spiraling. But you look at it, you find the silver lining. You're like, well, maybe that was meant to be. Great. What can I learn from it? How can I pivot from it? So her saying that and saying, hey, this isn't for you, makes you, it sucks. But you're like, what other things can I explore? And then what transitioned you from that into acting?
Just following that. I think that the biggest thing, especially as actors, you learn how to trust
you had a passion ready for it while you were pursuing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was taking courses. I was taking acting classes.
Oh, while you were still...
While I was getting my undergrad.
Wow.
So while I was doing my accounting work, I was doing acting classes as well. As raw and as green as I was still like, flirting with it and doing the work. But it wasn't until like that moment where I was like, okay, now I'm at the fork in the road. Do I go A or B? But it was that. It was other little moments that kept like nudging me in that way. And I think, especially at that time, I was super like, I was just trying to find a sign. And I think I just took a step back and just like followed those signs.
Getting into it, what was your first gig in it?
First gig?
Mm-hmm. And how did that feel? Like actually being behind like a camera?
It was one of my first like gigs. I was like, okay, I've arrived in a way. Or like this is I took the risk and like, okay, now it pays off. And I'm validated. So basically, long story short, one of my first commercials that I booked, I booked it out of New York. It was for American Family Insurance. And it took place in Miami, which is great. They flew me out. They put me up on South Beach, Collins Ave, all that good stuff. So I'm like, this is fire. Fire, give me a nice little bag. Yeah. This is great. I feel validated. I feel like I'm here. I'm that guy. Get out there, start shooting the commercial, and I'm like, that was my first time on camera, like really getting paid to be on camera. And I'm like really nervous. I'm just like really, really nervous. I'm trying to cool myself down and things like that. I'm like, damn, do they notice? Do they not? I don't know. Doing a commercial, we shoot it, whatever, we're done. I see the edit. Where's Jamad? Where is he? No, it wasn't as bad. But my role in the commercial was the husband / boyfriend of
Going to work type, huh?
Yeah, I was blue collar. I was legit. I was a janitor. I was a janitor in the damn commercial. You know, I was working hard to support my lady, putting her through school and stuff like that. And now she graduated. Now we're having a celebration for her graduating. But yeah, I see the edit, and I'm like background.
Oh,
And there's no shade to background at all. Like,
oh, you a janitor, but back there.
But back there, you see the back of my head. Bro, stop. This is not funny. This is my life you talking about.
That's the first one. You're doing pretty well now.
I didn't have my janitor clothes on at that moment in the commercial, but like it's showing you like a little story, like you see me, you know, mopping the floors or something. I forget exactly what it was, but yeah, it was that, and in that moment in time, it was like, yo, bro, like you gotta step it up. So you think you cool, you think you cute, you know, but like, look, you ain't make the final edit. Not that it's always about that. It's not. There's you know, sometimes, you know, your scene will get cut out and things like that. I understand the game, but it was like, you need to get better at being on camera. Get comfortable being on camera. Get comfortable being yourself, and also, you know, be more teachable, be more coachable. Again, I always try to like leave the set or leave class or leave whatever the situation is, and reflect on what could I have done better. Not always like just harping on it, but just like, you know, there's always room for growth. So fast forward, I want to say 10 years. Something like that. Maybe 6 years. I end up getting a commercial again. Once I get out to LA. American Family Insurance.
Oh, really?
American Family Insurance. My first SAG national commercial was with American Family Insurance. And I want to say, it was also playing, so the lady who played my wife or girlfriend in the spot, she's now my wife. And so it's like the same characters from like the first one, and we're in the same, like we're just older. So she played my wife again, or my partner again. And I want to say the same creatives that was a part of that first commercial brought us back for the second one, for this one, X amount of time later.
Wow.
And that time around, you know, obviously had a lot of fun, grown a lot as an actor, grown a lot as a human being, as a man, and was able to like really just have fun with it.
Yeah.
So it was cool. It was like a full circle moment. Like, damn, like you don't always get these moments, but like it was cool to do it again. But it's like, damn, you know.
And that one made the cut.
That one made the cut.
Okay.
That one made the cut.
Okay, good.
I promise you, it made the cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one made the cut.
I love that.
Yeah.
9 years ago, this young man right here, what was this man thinking right here? What, his acting career, everything? What was going on right here?
In that exact photo, or just like in that time?
Time.
First off, shout out to my man Stan on that one. That's my dog right there, fellow T-Net guy. Gotta make a way.
Gotta make a way.
Gotta make a way. The love of the game, which is really, really alive and well in that moment. Yeah, let's have fun. Forget all the in your head stuff. Let's have fun. And that was finally me, like kind of putting a shoot together, just having fun. You know, I've grown into it a little bit, optimistic about the future, and I think that was that moment.
I love that.
Yeah.
I will also say, as far as influences from different actors that really spoke a lot of influence to, I was really not even shocked because I love this guy too, but Martin played a big role for you, huh? My thing, Bad Boys.
Oh yeah,
I watch that all the time. Yeah. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. But why did he have so much influence? Because of his raw talent, his funny, like how funny he was, or?
I mean, I think just seeing like that representation on TV. You know, I'm not sure if we tuned in as like kids and whatnot. If we tuned in weekly.
And I'm sorry, Martin, for the viewers, Martin Lawrence, the actor Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. He was just a big part of my household. You know, I think like Fresh Prince. So it wasn't just Martin. It was a bunch of shows, a bunch of actors, and things like that. But I think with Martin, it was like that's how my family and I, my nuclear family, my household, that's how we joked around. How like, you know, Martin would get on Pam and get on her B2Bs or whatever that is. Or I know what it is, but like get on that, and like how he's like, Tommy, you ain't got no job. Like my pops, his name is Thomas. He goes by Tommy. You know, it's just like little jokes like that. So I think like how he joked around, how silly and how goofy he was with his people. That's how we were as well. And my family, my household. So like Martin was like, yeah, Yeah, it was everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Do you ever watch that show? First of all, I got to remember the name of the show. It's with one of the Wayne brothers. He's married. They have 2 kids.
Wife and Kids.
I love that
Boy.
show. It's so good.
My father
So good.
loves that show, bro. Love that show. A great show. Great show. Funny. Talk about some things. Show black people in a great light. Yeah, definitely watch that show. And like the Wayans brothers are the goated.
Yeah.
Like their whole family's goated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
New scary movies coming out.
I'm honestly really excited about seeing it.
I'm excited
like,
too.
I'm actually gonna check that out.
Good.
But like growing up watching Don't Drink Juice in the Hood. Mm-hmm.
Don't drink your juice in the hood while don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yes, thank you.
There it is.
Yeah. One of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites, bro. Yeah, man.
All right.
Man.
So then, talking about all this, I want to know where.
Oh boy, here we go.
You ready to know? As I'm setting it up, I want to know where the humble, appreciative Jamad came from. Also tied in with the Pastor Jamad. Hey, I appreciate you. Right. Hey, have a blessed day. Hey, I'll see you real soon.
Say huh? Go ahead.
Hey, I appreciate you. So good seeing you. All love. You know it's love here it's everywhere. It's an act. Yeah. No, you. But to be real, you are a very genuine, very like you want the best for people. So like where did you get that mindset, that energy? Is that kind of what was instilled in you, or where did that come from?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Yeah, I think it was definitely. It was definitely instilled in me. Like my parents did a hell of a job as far as giving us a great perspective and outlook on life. Again, coming from where we come from, and some of the things that my parents have seen more so, and what we saw as well. Like that kind of in a way molded my viewpoint and just how I carry myself. You know, yeah, like I'm multiple things at once. You know, but I think also my great grandmother. She just passed away last year. And you know, just her raising 9 boys, and just my mom, my aunt, you know, that's old school. That's old school teachings, you know, do as to you want, or do to others as you want done to you, you know, kind of thing. Like a lot of those old school ways of life and just ideals and sensibilities is like she just passed on to all of us. So yeah, that if anybody I can pinpoint, it's her. And obviously my parents, but like her.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
And you just kind of learn that at a young age, and this is how I'm going to carry myself, this is how I'm going to move, how I'm going to treat people, all that.
I learned and also, again, saw. So it's one thing to like, you know, learn it on paper or just, you know, like, oh, this is what you do. But it's like, I've seen people, I've seen my family members treat people with kindness. I've seen my mom give when she maybe didn't have it for herself. You know, maybe she should have held on to that. She gave time and time again. You know, my pop cook and host and take up space or create space for people to have conversations with. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, again, I joke around, we goof around a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, nah, like, you know, I'm grounded. You know, my head is in the right place. Yeah, I'm just a well-rounded. I think I'm a well-rounded dude.
Yeah,
I do.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, you are.
I try to be, man.
I
try to be. If you want to get into some stuff, we can get into some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I'm also a Scorpio too. I'm a Scorpio as well, so I love deep conversations, bro. I had to drop that, you know.
Yeah.
We love, you know, all that surface level stuff. It's cool. We can do that, but like, I love understanding who you are, understanding some of the things that you're into, what keeps you up at night, things like that. Like, I love.
I feel like that's. When you have those conversations, that's where you grow the most.
Yeah,
and you
bro.
dig deeper and really understand of how to make things better
100%,
or all that.
100%.
So I agree,
man. So yeah, and I'm ever evolving as well. So like, you know, yeah, I'm really looking forward to like what I'm gonna be and how I'm gonna be at my final stage, or not final stage, like my
final form.
My final form.
My final
Once
form.
I collect all my rings, like, snap my finger. Like,
He's like, it was rating.
No, but for real, like I'm really
done for all y'all.
Done. Fuck all y'all. I'm gonna kill all y'all. No, stop. But like, I'm really excited to see, like, you know, what my new boundaries are. You know, me and my largest form and things like that. And just yeah.
So speaking of forums and going on that front,
Here we go. Talk to me.
let's talk about this photo right here, right? Big Daddy Kane. What was this experience like being a part of a Wu-Tang film where the heart and soul is based out of out there? So to book this and to wear that huge chain there.
Huge chain.
Right?
Bro.
What was that like for you?
First off, real quick, I was at Houston's when I booked that role.
Really?
Like, I think I found I was working service bar. I think I found
not our location, right?
Nah, back in Jersey.
Okay.
I found out mid-shift and was obviously hype. That's all my hair too. I had to pick it out, put the part in. I'm at Houston's. How you doing? I'm Jamad with this big flat top with the crazy part.
What did they think about the lines?
They never say anything.
Really?
But in my mind, I'm like,
yeah,
y'all gonna put me to the side and be like, hey, don't do that again, you know. But no, they never said anything. But sorry, what was the question? I got sidetracked.
No, I said, what was that experience like of being on that set, being a part of something that's so in the culture and history of East Coast?
It was huge. It was huge. Again, one of my first bookings. Super nervous when I got on set. Obviously, playing like this huge name in our culture and history and rap history, like Big Daddy Kane. That's no easy feat, you know, easy person to like tap into.
No.
But yeah, man, it was for me. It was validating for me. It was affirming that this is in fact for you. But also like, damn, like I'm a part of something like this, something of this magnitude. You know, knowing what Wu-Tang has done for people on the East Coast and just worldwide. You know, like that's just like that. It wasn't lost on me. You know, so it's like I'm gonna take this opportunity to obviously showcase my skill, but also like, you know, relish in this. You know, relish in this and be present and to appreciate it and to give my all. But yeah, definitely I was in here with the fur coat on. I think I was wearing, and I was like stumbling. I had like 5 lines. I was, you know, I stutter a little bit easily, but I'm in there sweating buckets, man. I think I was in the scene with Jamie Hector as well. I believe that's his name. The bull from The Wire, Marlo from The Wire, if I'm correct. Yeah, Marlo from The Wire. And I'm just like, man, I'm a big fan of The Wire. I'm like, man, let me just make sure I say my lines right, you know.
You were just singing Smooth Operator.
Can I get a little quick?
No, go for it.
No. Actually, no, bro. If I remember one thing correct, you sing, bro. You sing, and also every time at work, it's always some Maxwell or some. Don't get shy. See,
little Maxwell.
See. That's it.
Ain't no way you got me singing on the spot,
bro. You put me on the spot.
Hey, you want? All right, we're gonna jump into the next one then.
Let me give some cue cards next. Let me holla at you.
Get some cue cards. No, we gonna hop into the next one.
Go ahead.
This young man right here. This young man.
Oh man, come on now.
So, hand modeling. How'd you get into it? The people want to know.
The people want to know.
People want to know. By the way, what else I want to know? I want to know the skin routine, the moisturizer routine, the hair routine. We need to know it all.
Man, bro, honestly, I kid you not. There was let me see if I could. There was a moment in time where I had crazy acne. Crazy, like I've never had acne a day in my life, but during COVID 2020, had crazy acne. So yeah, whatever. Came back from the dead with that one. Moisturizer. Stop using a rag to clean your face. All the SPF, all that stuff. But yeah, hand modeling. So I did like back in New York, my agency. I've done like some hand modeling shoots for like some spirits, like alcohol. So like I've done some like Grey Goose, things like that. Tequila, done one for Hennessy. And it's something I never really thought was like a lucrative thing or like really had its own agency. It was its own thing. I thought it was just like, okay, we need hands, we need feet, we need a neck. Like jump in here.
Yeah.
Until I got out here where I worked on, when I did 2K, I stayed connected with the homegirl, Ashley Morgan. Shout outs to her. So she's with my agency that I'm with now. So she connected me to my agency. And yeah, bro, back to New York, the hustle, man. And so it's like, not that I'm gonna pawn off everything, but it's like I've done it before. Let's run it up. boom, done that. We got the TV film, we got the commercial, we got the hand modeling, we got the work at Houston's. Let's continue to diversify and to have multiple streams of revenue coming in. So I'm like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. And shouts to Close Up Models. Like, y'all are amazing. Like, truly, not because you keep me employed or anything like that, but just super, super quality beings. Yeah, just about the work.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah, bro.
Let me see.
Yeah, man. I got you, player. Look,
see.
you're not going to put me on the spot. So, you want to do things like this.
Go ahead.
So, like, if you're holding, so this is the product. You obviously want to show the product. That's the...
Flip that label.
I can't, exactly. I'm going to block it. I'm going to block it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, you know, you want to do that. You know, my hands are kind of large, surprisingly. It's actually really not. But, like, you want to have enough... Let me see. How am I going to do
It looks good.
You want to have enough hand or fingers. This, you know, the thumb is kind of calm. And then you're like, you know, that's it. A couple variations of that.
Wow.
Drinking, sipping.
I want a beverage.
See, that's it, bro. So what you want it.
Yeah.
Let me take a little sip of that. I'm
Go ahead.
A little parched.
Go
A
ahead.
little parched. But yeah, man, it's all things that you learn, again, just on the job. Yeah, I never knew, like, I had, like, expressive hands or, like, hands that can express or are playful and things like that, you know. But, you know, again, once you get in that position and get on set, it's like, you know, yeah, I'm here to play. You know, I'm a blank canvas. Use me.
So doing hand modeling, all these different gigs you've done, the big one right here. Right here, working alongside J. Cole, that's got to be insane. Yeah. This whole project in a whole, being on 2K23 as the My Player in the story mode of who you're using, and then working alongside with J. Cole.
Yeah.
Tell me about that whole experience.
Yeah, no, I mean, you already know, I'm shout out Christian, my director, the one that put me in position to become MP. Shout out to J. Cole as well, and everybody, all the creatives and the team as far as 2K. Bro, honestly, man, that was amazing, man. I'm not going like, yeah, it was great. Nah, that I don't know if I can curse, but that joint was one for the books. One for the books, like my inner child going crazy, my nephews going crazy. They actually actively play the game, so that everyone's like excited, you know. But it's one of those things I had to keep secret for so long. I held off from telling people for like 8 months until it dropped, or probably longer than 8 months at that point. But yeah, bro, working on 2K, working in the motion capture world itself. You know, you see all these clips from like, I don't know if you've seen like Avatar, like the behind the scenes of shooting Avatar. Not as intricate as that and complex, but like it's the same thing. I now have that experience and things like that. So it's like you're building skills, but also like you're doing such a cool, fun job. You know what I mean? With some cool, dope people. J. Cole and some of Dreamville I was working with. Going to All-Star Weekend, I was able to bring my best friend, Keegan, childhood best friend, bring him along for the ride at All-Star Weekend. I was able to, you know, work with some of the players through All-Star Weekend or at All-Star Weekend. Yeah, bro, it was just just an amazing ride and moment that I will forever cherish and forever just relish on.
What's that feeling like of knowing there's this massive game out there that a lot of people love and enjoy, and when they put in that CD or whatever it is, they're playing as you? What's that feeling like,
bro? It's wild. It's wild to know I'm forever ingrained in 2K history. Say that, but yeah, man, it's just really a crazy feeling, just knowing that my voice and my movement and my acting is worldwide, and will forever live on in that regards and in that realm.
What was it like working with J. Cole? Did you guys ever have sidebar conversations where he kind of gave you like words of wisdom or?
Nah, not really. He came in and, you know, I'm a huge J. Cole fan. Like actually, like before 2K, before whatever, like huge J. Cole fan. I damn near want to credit him for like, it felt like his like sideline story and the warm up was like a soundtrack to my life, as far as like getting off that sideline and getting in the game. You know what I mean? It gave me a lot of confidence and it put a lot of things into perspective for me, perspective for me. But yeah, we before we started shooting, I'm like, let me holler at you real quick. Love your work. Big fan of you. I didn't say it like that, but I'm like, I really love your work and really appreciate your artistry and appreciate what you do for the culture and things like that. But make sure you know your lines. Make sure you know your lines. Don't come out here and you're in my realm now. I didn't say it exactly like that, but like just know your lines and let's have fun with it. And he's an artist. Like he came in and was like, yeah, nah, let's rock. We did the scene a couple times. I remember he came in and usually like when we're shooting, it's like, this is how it is. We got the camera set up over here. This is the scene. That's it. He came in and was like, oh, my director, I was like, oh, what if we, move the camera over here and try it this way, this and that. And we all like, let's play. Mm-hmm. But that was probably the first time that I've, and I'm sure Christian, that's his bag. Like he loves to collaborate and to excavate and trying to find the truth, no matter which way we can find it. But that was the first time that somebody came in and was like, let's try it this way.
Now, in regards to, because something you said is, hey, listen, like, you're great, I love you and all, but this is the realm, like, just know your lines. I do hear that a lot in the acting realm. Is that one of the most annoying things, is working with someone who maybe doesn't know their lines? Or what other things kind of come up if someone's going to pursue, especially young ones listening to this, the youth, or even people our age who are pursuing acting?
Yeah.
What are some things you can share with them if they're just getting started or already have been doing it for a couple of years of like, hey, if you're serious about this, this is what you got to do?
Respect the game. For first and foremost, respect the game. There's people that's paved the way well before you, and people that have sacrificed a lot to get to where they are. And also, again, like putting a lot of effort, just be there on that set. Time, money, and effort. Respect it. Have respect for it. So, yes, come in, be a professional. Know your lines. Cold, be coachable, malleable, and just come and have a can-do attitude. Can-do attitude, have a positive attitude, and be kind. Like just be a kind person. For starts, like that's like the baseline. And I'm sure there's more, but that's the baseline. But if you're looking to get into acting and things like that, or just in any artistry or any space, just do the work. I think, find a class no matter where you are. If you're in the middle of Tennessee or if you're in Arkansas, I'm sure there's an acting class there. You don't have to go to New York. You don't have to go to LA or London or wherever. Start where you are. Seek that as far as classes. Do what you can, and when the time comes, New York, LA, or wherever else, we'll call you or we'll bring you there. Hopefully, but you won't miss that mark. You'll know when it's time to jump. But yeah, stay in class, become a sponge. Stay in class, watch interviews, classroom work, work on your mind, your body, align yourself with the thing. Again, acting, or you want to be a financial advisor, whatever. Align yourself with it, and seek mentorship. Again, that can really save you some hurdles, or getting over some hurdles, make it a little bit easier for you. Again, but that just comes with being a student of the game.
Yeah.
Always stay hungry. Always stay looking to improve.
And on one of the podcasts that we mentioned that I was watching, one of the things that you mentioned was really important to you was the youth and homelessness.
Oh, boy.
So especially the youth.
Yeah.
Why is it so important to you? Yes, it is important, but for you specifically, why is it important, and how do you want to help?
Yeah, man, the youth is everything, man. Again, seeing how some of these things happen, as far as like just the violence that happens within the youth and things like that, or just like the disparity, homelessness and just them needing guidance and things like that. Like they're the ones that's going to be taking care of us. Maybe not in a literal, as far as like feeding us and things like that, but they're the ones that's going to be making the laws. They're the one that's going to be pushing the needle forward and sparking conversations and holding onto culture and things like that. So like that, the youth is everything, Obviously, like we all, like youth, elders, everyone in between, like yes, but we got to show them and pour into them and show up for them and love on them and support them and everything. Again, because they're who's coming next. They're the ones that's gonna be creating the trends and just pushing everything forward. So yeah, everyone deserves a fair chance. Everyone, no matter what your background is. So yeah, just if we can do our best as far as like pouring into them and just being there for them.
With that, also for you, what's coming next for you? What's coming next? I know you got a lot of stuff you're working on right now, but where do you see all this kind of going in the next 3 years, you would say? Like, of course, we always want growth.
Yeah.
And like new opportunities. But for you, everyone's got a plan. What's yours?
Obviously, would love to be series reg on a TV show, a show that I really enjoy and love, and that people receive as well. You know, I don't want to just do it just to do it. I want to be, you know, amongst the top 5 or in that area. So yeah, series reg, and from there, you know, leading films and things like that. As far as personal developments, I definitely want to, you know, I have a love and appreciation for cocktails and like matcha and tea, things like that. Cafes, have a huge appreciation for that. Cafes and cocktail bars. Would love to open up one of my own.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, big time. Like, big time.
Is that after you've grown a ton in acting, then open one up? Because I feel like if you were to do that, that would definitely pull you away from the craft.
I mean, yeah, I think that'll probably come well into, you know, what I'm trying to do. You know, so again, number one is number one.
Yeah.
That's going to come, obviously, the money. You know, you siphon it and use that and reinvest it in that direction. But yeah, that'll come in the course of that. But yeah, something along those lines. You know, a nonprofit as well for outreach as far as the youth, as far as just homelessness as well. Haven't really mapped that one out yet. Would love to just at some point in time in the coming years get a little bit more specific with that. But yeah, you know, I would love to, you know, be as active within my community as possible, as well as in this respect, this realm as well, as far as cocktails, cafes, cocktail bars, and obviously with the work. Yeah.
Now, speaking on like homelessness, and I also want to touch on a little mental health. You're a very outgoing, very like you bring a lot of energy to spaces and to people and all that.
Appreciate that.
How do you take care of your mental health? We're all different, and we all have our different ways, but we're all obviously not perfect, and we go through our ups and downs. How do you get that in line and make sure that stays focused?
That's a great question, honestly. Therapy, for starts. Therapy, journaling, long walks, or not even long walks, just walks in general. Walks can be very, very beneficial as far as helping you process problems, helping you process or looking at solutions as far as attacking goals, things like that. And just also just you time, stillness, quiet time. So I think that being around people that refill your cup, like it doesn't have to be, oh, let's go out to a party. Like, nah, that's probably gonna do quite the opposite. But like, you know, having meaningful conversations with people that you care about and can give you great feedback. Laughter. There's Martin.
Best medicine right
Martin,
there.
Right. No,
Yeah.
seriously, yeah, truly one of the best medicines out there. But yeah, laughter. But yeah, I think that, like one of the biggest things I do, or a few of those are some of the biggest things I do as far as be intentional as far as the people that I allow in my orb, and just quiet time. You know, acting and the pursuit can be a lot. Working at the restaurant can be a lot. You're giving a lot of energy to people and receiving a lot of energy. So it's really important for me to just like sit, process, think about, you know, myself and where I am, and yeah, just work through it. Tussle with it sometimes.
So closing thoughts as we're starting to wrap up. Closing thoughts from everything, all the years you've put into acting and the roles you've been booking and been blessed with. What are some thoughts for other actors out there that may watch this and things that you've learned now that maybe when you started, you were like, oh, I could have done this a little different?
Get out your head. Get out your head. It's really not as bad and as grand as you're thinking it to be. I promise you that. So yeah, get out of your head and get out of your way, for starts. You don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers. You're not like we all think we're ready for the thing and like I'm good. Like, nah, bro, you like seek some guidance, seek some help, you know?
Yeah.
And just like, yeah, you don't have all the answers. Get out of your way. And be a human being, bro. Be a human being. I think like for me, I spoke about it a few times throughout the interview, but the whole eat, sleep, act, eat, sleep, grind, that's great. It sounds sexy. It's like, oh, we're doing the like the hyper focus thing. That's great, but that you can also reach burnout really fast. So it's like, yeah, you're hyper focused on this thing, but all the while you're missing birthday parties, missing moments with your family and things like that. That's gonna pour back in your cup. So that'll allow you to pour back into your cup, and then you'll be able to attack the thing from a fuller glass versus like just schlepping through it and coming in low energy and just grinding it out. No, that's not cool. Have fun. I don't know. Have fun with it. That's the last thing. Have fun with it. This what we do is magic. It's fun. It's great. You're able to take a step away from like you and your own thing and kind of become someone else. So like enjoy that. This ain't accounting work. It ain't accounting. You
It sure isn't.
Crunching numbers in the basement, sitting at the computer all day. And there's, again, no shade to any accountants or anybody that works a 9 to 5 or works in an office or a desk. Nah, it's not what I'm saying. Because get your bag and y'all got the consistent paycheck. So, there's pros and cons to everything. But yeah, man, what we do is fun.
Yeah. I agree.
And always keep that joy.
I think any art form of creating in general is always fun. Your brain's kind of thinking of all these different possibilities.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, thank you for sharing that. And
Of course.
that's going to wrap up this episode. So thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
Second episode, let's get it.
Number 2.
I appreciate you.
Lucky number 2.
Of course.
Bro, it was a pleasure, man. Seriously. And thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, the laughter, the conversation. And again, appreciate you for creating this kind of space.
Yeah.
It's needed. Brandon, you all right with me, man.
I appreciate
You all right
that.
with me.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. We got it on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. I'm dropping a new episode every Tuesday, so subscribe for that or check me out on those different platforms. Other than that, thank you for listening. We will see you on the next episode. Thank you.